Have you ever noticed how some men never seem to chase women, yet women constantly pursue them? Meanwhile, guys who try the hardest often end up ghosted, friend-zoned, or completely ignored. It's a puzzling dynamic that leaves many men frustrated and confused. What exactly separates these naturally magnetic men from those constantly struggling to get female attention? The answer lies not in pickup lines or manipulation tactics, but in fundamental mindsets and attitudes that create natural attraction without the need for pursuit. Today, I'm diving deep into the 5 hidden attitudes of men who never chase women, yet still enjoy abundant romantic success. This isn't about playing games or using tactics. It's about authentic inner shifts that make you naturally attractive. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why chasing rarely works and what to do instead. Before we begin, I want to clarify something important. This isn't about becoming arrogant or treating women poorly. It's about developing healthy self-worth and authentic confidence that naturally draws people to you. With that said, let's explore these 5 powerful mindsets. The first hidden attitude is what psychologists call the abundance mindset. Men who never chase women fundamentally understand that there isn't just one special person out there for them. They recognize that while each woman is unique, there are millions of potential partners in the world. This perspective completely changes how they approach dating and relationships. Think about it. When you believe a particular woman is your only chance at happiness, you'll naturally become desperate, clingy, and willing to tolerate poor treatment just to keep her around. This scarcity mindset manifests in numerous unattractive behaviors. Constantly texting, always being available, overlooking red flags, and putting her on a pedestal. All of these behaviors signal low value and desperation. Men with an abundance mindset, however, approach relationships completely differently. They're selective about who they invest in because they know they have options. They're willing to walk away from disrespectful behavior or incompatibility because they understand another connection is always possible. This isn't callousness, it's healthy self-respect. Here's the fascinating paradox. The less you need any specific woman's approval or attention, the more likely you are to get it. Women are instinctively drawn to men who don't need them. It's not manipulation, it's human psychology. We value what we fear losing, and we take for granted what's always available. The second hidden attitude is what I call relaxed authenticity. Men who never chase women are remarkably comfortable in their own skin. They don't pretend to be someone they're not just to impress a woman. They don't change their opinions, interests, or values to appear more attractive. Instead, they present themselves honestly and let the chips fall where they may. This authenticity is incredibly magnetic for several reasons. First, it signals confidence, which is universally attractive. Second, it demonstrates emotional security. You're not desperately seeking validation or approval. Third, it makes you refreshingly different in a world where many men shapeshift depending on who they're trying to impress. When you meet a woman while being authentically yourself, one of 2 things will happen. Either she'll be attracted to the real you, which creates the foundation for a genuine connection, or she won't be interested, which saves both of you time and emotional energy. Either outcome is better than creating a false impression that eventually crumbles. Think about men you know who seem to effortlessly attract women. I bet they're not constantly adjusting their personality based on what they think women want. They're just themselves. Take it or leave it. That quiet confidence is magnetic in a way that trying to be all things to all people never will be. The third hidden attitude is healthy selfishness. And yes, there is such a thing. Men who never chase women prioritize their own goals, passions, and purpose above romantic pursuits. They build lives they genuinely enjoy, independent of their relationship status. Their happiness and fulfillment don't hinge on whether they have a partner. This creates an incredibly attractive dynamic for several reasons. When you have a purpose-driven life that you're passionate about, you naturally exude positive energy and enthusiasm. You have interesting stories to tell and experiences to share. You're not waiting for a woman to make your life complete. You're already living it to the fullest. This attitude manifests in practical ways. Men who don't chase women don't cancel important plans just because a romantic prospect becomes available. They don't neglect their friends, fitness, career, or hobbies to pursue women. They maintain healthy boundaries around their time and energy because they value themselves. Counterintuitively, this makes women more likely to pursue them. Why? Because women want to join exciting, fulfilled lives already in progress. They're drawn to men who have their own thing going on. A man who drops everything to pursue a woman he barely knows communicates that his life wasn't very valuable or interesting to begin with. That's not attractive. The fourth hidden attitude is emotional self-sufficiency. Men who never chase women have developed emotional resilience and don't rely on external validation for their sense of self-worth. They don't need constant reassurance, attention, or affirmation from women to feel good about themselves. This emotional self-sufficiency creates a sense of security that women find incredibly attractive. When your emotional state isn't dependent on how a particular woman responds to you, you remain steady and consistent. You don't become elated when she shows interest or devastated when she's unavailable. This emotional stability is exceedingly rare and valuable in today's dating landscape. In practice, emotionally self-sufficient men don't overthink texts, obsess over social media likes, or read into every interaction. They don't experience emotional roller coasters based on a woman's behavior. They maintain their center regardless of external circumstances, which creates a sense of safety and security for the women in their lives. This doesn't mean these men don't feel or care deeply. They absolutely do. But their core identity and emotional well-being remain intact regardless of relationship outcomes. They process disappointment in healthy ways rather than becoming desperate or bitter when things don't work out. The fifth and final hidden attitude is patient selectivity. Men who never chase women are remarkably patient in their approach to dating and relationships. They don't rush the process out of desperation or loneliness. They take time to evaluate compatibility beyond physical attraction. They're willing to let connections develop organically rather than forcing premature intimacy or commitment. This patience communicates tremendous confidence. It shows you trust in your value and aren't afraid of losing opportunities by moving too slowly. It demonstrates emotional maturity and self-control. Perhaps most importantly, it gives women space to choose you rather than feeling pursued or hunted. Patient selectivity manifests in many ways. These men don't jump into exclusivity after one good date. They don't push for physical intimacy before emotional connection has developed. They don't try to lock women down out of insecurity or possessiveness. Instead, they allow mutual interest to develop naturally, which paradoxically accelerates attraction rather than hindering it. So how can you begin developing these 5 attitudes in your own life? Start by focusing on building a life you genuinely enjoy, independent of your relationship status. Invest in meaningful friendships, pursue work that engages you, develop hobbies that challenge and fulfill you. Create a life that's attractive to you first, others will follow. Next, practice maintaining emotional equilibrium when dating. Don't allow your entire mood to be dictated by how a particular woman responds to you. Develop sources of validation and fulfillment that have nothing to do with romantic success. This emotional resilience is attractive and protects your mental health. Third, be ruthlessly authentic. Stop trying to figure out what women want and be that. Instead, become the most confident, genuine version of yourself and trust that the right women will appreciate that. The energy you waste trying to be someone else could be channeled into becoming a better version of who you actually are. Fourth, develop genuine abundance by expanding your social circles and experiences. Meet more people, try new activities, travel when possible. The more you expand your world, the more you'll internalize that there are countless potential connections available to you, which reduces the pressure on any single interaction. Finally, practice patience in your dating life. Don't rush exclusivity or intimacy. Take time to truly evaluate compatibility beyond initial attraction. Allow women the space to choose you rather than trying to convince them of your value. This patience creates the conditions for genuine attraction to develop. Remember, not chasing doesn't mean not engaging or showing interest. It means approaching relationships from a place of self-worth rather than need. It means valuing yourself enough to maintain standards and boundaries. It means being willing to walk away from connections that don't serve you. The beautiful irony in all this is that when you stop chasing women and start embodying these 5 attitudes, you'll likely find more women pursuing you than ever before. So I hope you find value in this video. Subscribe and like for more useful content. Thanks for watching.